Hi, I'm Amy Yildiz and welcome to Rebirth Pilates. This is day 24 of our March Madness Challenge. Thanks for sticking with us throughout this whole month. Today our focus is going to be on our feet and our ankle and our connection into the body. So let's get started at the top of our mat. So you're going to stand at the top of your mat, feet in parallel, right underneath your hips. You're going to stand nice and tall and just feel your feet on the mat. Maybe wiggle them around a little. Take a moment to get settled. Take an inhale and exhale. Then just shift your weight forward so your weight goes into your toes. And then shift your weight back so your weight is in your heels. You're not going to lift any part of your foot up off the ground. You're staying in contact with the mat the whole time. You're just shifting your weight forward and backwards. Let's go one more time, forward and backwards. And then you're going to find a center. And from here, you're going to shift your weight right to left. Again, you're not lifting any part of the foot up off the mat. You're just changing the focus of your weight in your foot. One more to each side. And then find a center. We're going to do a circle. So we'll go forward to the front and right, to the back and right, to the heels, and then around to the left. So you're going to do 4 circles in each direction, really trying to make sure you get all the edges. Again, no part of the foot comes off the ground. They're staying in contact. You're just shifting where the weight is focused on the foot. Maybe there's a little part that you don't like to go to. Really try to make sure that your body goes into that corner or that edge, and then reverse it for 4. Again, paying special attention to any part that is more challenging for you to reach to. Breathing. Last one all the way around, or whenever you need to be done. And you come to center. And just try to feel your whole footprint now. All your toes, the outsides of your feet, your heels, inside and outside. And from here, lift all your toes up off the ground, spread them out wide, and then put them down little toe to big toe. If you need to look at your toes while you do this, that's okay. Just try to get to a point where maybe you can stand up straight and feel your toes doing it. One more time, lift them up, spread them out, and little toe all the way through to big toe. Then we're going to lift them up, spread them out. We're going to try to do it the other way. So we put our big toe down, and then second, third, fourth little. For me, this is a much harder way to do it, but I'm getting there. That 4th toe wants to go down for me. It's okay. You do what you can here. Last one. Good. Now you're going to lift them up, spread them out. You're going to put just the big toe down and lift it up 5 times. So you're keeping all the other toes up as you lift that. Then you're going to keep your big toe up and put down just the little toes 5 times. So try to keep the big toe lifting. Good. And then lift them all up, spread them out. Put down the big toe and see if you can put down just the pinky toe and keep the other toes lifting. Push the big toe down, push the pinky toe down, lift the other toes up, and relax. Good. So now you've really domed your foot. You feel that feeling of all of your toes and your heels. And we're going to take this up into the ankles a little bit. So we're going to keep our feet nice and firm onto the mat and just bend your knees forward like you're sliding your back down a wall and come back up. So imagine you're standing with your back up against the wall, ribs are in, abs are engaged, arms reach long down by your side, and you're just bending your knees straight forward over your foot, keeping your heels down and coming back up. This is just testing your ankle mobility. How far can you get? My right ankle is not very flexible. I had an injury, and so I'm constantly having to work to remind it that it can bend. 2 more. Just sliding down like you're sliding down a wall and standing back up. 1 more. Good. From this position, swivel your heels together. Now you're in a little bit of an external rotation. See if you can feel all of your toes. See if you can feel your heel inside and outside, the wrap of the legs. And then again, like you're sliding down a wall, you bend your knees and straighten them. 5, 4. If you can go lower with your heels still down, you go for it. This is all my ankle gives me. 2. And 1. Good. You're going to keep your heels together and float them up off the ground. And then lower them down. So you're just lifting them about 2 inches and lowering them down. You don't have to go to a super high heel here. This is just a little lift of the heels. 3, 4, 5. Stand tall, lift your heels, keep them lifted. Keeping them lifted like you're sliding down a wall, bend your knees and straighten your legs. Again, if you need help with balance, please find a wall or a chair or a countertop to hold on to. Safety is your priority. As you get better, maybe you hover your hand off that item. Maybe you step further away so just your fingertips touch. 4. And last one, stay at the top and then lower your heels. Swivel your heels back to parallel. In this parallel position, so you can feel all of your toes and your whole footprint. And then lift your heels and lower your heels. Again, it doesn't have to be a super high foot. Trying to keep your legs straight. Being mindful of your balance. 4. On the 5th one, you hold at the top, and again, it's like you're sliding down a wall. You could probably go lower if you wanted to. Maybe not. It's up to you, just hovering those heels off the ground. Using your breath. One more time. Straighten the legs, lower the heels. So you should feel some warmth having built up in your foot and your ankle, maybe in your calves as well. We're going to come down to the mat. So I'm going to cross my legs, bring my arms to genie style, and come on down. So from here, hands behind the knees and roll yourself back onto your back. So you're laying down flat. Walk your feet in close, bring them all the way together. Find a center line and then toe heel out or heel toe out so that you're in line with your sits bones. Lift your toes, spread them out, and try to put them down little toe to big toe. And really feel the spread of the toes and the full footprint. See if you can almost drag your feet back towards you to get those heels really grounded. Keep the toes down. Reach the fingertips long by your sides. Triceps press into the mats, the back of the arm. Inhale to prepare. On an exhale, go into a bridge. Tuck your tail. Peel yourself up. Push into your full footprint. Feel all 10 of your toes. Ball of the foot right to left and the heel. Inhale here. And then exhale, bring it down. Rolling through your spine if you can. If you need to do a hinge bridge where you just hinge your hips up, that's fine. You know your body. Really focusing on your feet. Think about dragging those heels back towards you, but not letting them move. That gets those hamstrings a little more active. At the top, you're going to hold this time. You're going to lift your right heel up and lower it down. Lift your left heel up and lower it down. Keep your pelvis lifted as you switch your feet. Now, if you want, you can lift your right and lift your left as you lower it. So you're pedaling through space. Keep trying to keep your pelvis stable. If you need to do one at a time, that's fine too. 3, 2, 1 more to each side, or wherever you need to be even. Lift them both up. Push the hips high. Lower the heels down and roll down through your spine. Good. Go ahead and bring your knees in towards your chest into a kind of a droopy tabletop. So your feet are heavy, your knees are into your chest, and just pull your knees into your chest real quick. Give yourself a little stretch. And then nod your chin to your chest. Find your little ball shape. Grab closer to your ankles, and let's do a little double leg stretch here. Legs go away, arms go away. Point the feet and bring it in. Flex your feet into a frog. And repeat. Point your toes in parallel. Double leg stretch. Flex your feet in frog. Double leg stretch. One more in each position. Flex into frog. And grab onto your knees and roll yourself back up to sitting. Sitting nice and tall. Let's do a little rolling like a ball. So you're going to move yourself forward towards your heels, grab towards your ankles, come up onto your toes. Find a little V position here. So those feet are pointed, and you're going to find your C curve. You're going to tuck your tail, round yourself back, and come back up. We're going to do 2 more. Just getting ourselves into our rolling position because we're going to go right into our seal puppy. So you're going to bring your hand underneath your leg and grab on your foot. Now, if this position doesn't work for you, so take a moment to see. You can always just hold your feet like this. You can hold the outside of your legs. You can hold underneath your legs and do it like this. But if you can get to this position where you're holding your feet in your hands and you're just going to clap your feet together. Now, I'm not using my hands or my feet to do the clapping. I'm using my inner thighs to bring my feet together. So take a few claps here and see if you can find a place where you can balance. And then we're just going to do one where we just roll back, just like rolling like a ball, and roll back up and pause. Now we're going to add to it. You can either keep going with what you're doing, or you can add. And for the adding, you clap, clap, clap your feet 3 times, and then clap, clap, clap. So it's clapping at the top and clapping at the back. If you notice I'm not rolling onto my head, your head may touch the mat, but you want the weight to be onto your shoulders and not into your neck. 2 more times. Last time. Good. And then you're going to come up to standing, however you need to come up to standing today. Standing tall. Find your full footprint again. And just focus on your feet for a moment. Focus on how your feet and your weight is distributed on your feet. How your feet connect into your ankle, up through your leg. Can you be equally weighted into your full footprint? Inhale, big inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, dive up and over your legs. Take an inhale at the bottom. Look at your feet. See if your feet are equally weighted. See what your toes are doing. Is there one toe that likes to come in a little bit? Can you make them look and feel more even? Take an inhale at the bottom. Soften your knees, round yourself back up to standing. Inhale, lift up, look up. And exhale, arms down. And thank you for joining me today for day 24 of a little foot and ankle focused mat class. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you back here on day 25 on our mats as we continue our March Madness Challenge. Just a reminder to like and subscribe this video so you keep up to date on all of our future videos. And also check us out on rebirthpilates.com. See you soon. Thanks for coming.